Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kay, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at my beauty empties from May. So if you're not sure what an empties video is, then basically it's where people like myself use up a bunch of beauty products, put them in a tub and then get on camera and talk about how they feel about them. I personally love this style of video. I love to watch them, I love to make them. I just think that when a person's used up a product in its entirety, you've got a better feel for how you really feel about it rather than just a first impression. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Now I am going to start with products that I feature in my Project Pan videos first. So if you want to skip past those ones, then I'll leave a timestamp in the comments down below so that you can do that. But otherwise, let's just get into it. Now this is something that I actually forgot to put into last month's video, and that is the EOS lip balm. I think this was in mint. But yeah, I finished it off as part of my Project Pan for last month, and I just totally forgot to put it in my empties for some reason. So here it is now. As I said in the Project Pan video, I kind of like the lip balm itself. It's not my favourite formula. I do prefer the DHC lip cream overall, but it's not a bad one. It does its job. It's quite nice to use. It doesn't dry my lips out like chapstick and lip seals can. So yeah, so it's nice, but I actually just hate this design. I really hate the whole dome shape thing, because once you get to that point, the product just starts to push underneath into this well underneath, and you just can't access it. It drives me mental. But yeah, I finished it. It's gone. I wouldn't repurchase one of these. I do have a little stick version of this, I think in the same flavour, to be totally honest. So I'm going to try that and see how I get on with that, because as I said, I don't mind the formula, but it's just the design of these. I hate it. So that's gone. And then we've got two little perfume samples. So we've got Hugo Boss, the scent for her, and we've got Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb Nectar. So this is a little offshoot from the Flower Bomb range. I quite liked both of these. Neither of them were my favourite. The Flower Bomb Nectar, I really love the Flower Bomb fragrance, but this one is just a little bit too sweet for me. So it was nice, but it's not something that I would want to purchase a full size of. I definitely just prefer the Flower Bomb. And then the Boss fragrance, it was nice. I hate this type of thing as well, by the way. But it had sort of an alcohol-y sweetness to it. And I'm not sure whether it's because I've just had this so long. I actually can't remember how long I've had this one for. Maybe it was on the turn. But yeah, it wasn't bad. I actually quite enjoyed wearing this. But it's not something that I would purchase a full size one of again. But that's those. And now we're on to my regular empties. So we're going to start with this because it's super shiny and I want to get it out of the way. So this is the Colour Wow Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. I know I've mentioned this a few times, so I'm not going to drone on about it, but I love this product so much. I've actually repurchased it in mini form and a full size one a few times now. So yeah, I really do like it. I find it just helps my hair look a bit more glossy. It's a bit more manageable in terms of the coarse wiry bits and the flyaways that I sometimes get, the baby hair type things on top of my hair. So I just really enjoy it. It's a product that actually makes me look at my hair and go, that's not so bad today, which for me is no mean feat. So I will continue to buy this product as long as it makes me feel that way. But yeah, that one is empty. Another hair product is this from Hask, and it's the Argan Oil hair mask. So this is the Repairing Deep Conditioner. It says strengthens and restores dry or damaged hair. I don't really have that, but I have used one of these before and my hair really liked it. I do find that my hair quite likes argan oil. So it did respond really well to this product. I managed to get about 3 uses out of one of these little packets. So I feel like that's pretty good. I've tried a few things from Hask now and I've quite enjoyed them, so I would definitely consider repurchasing one of these. At the moment I don't need to. I do have a few hair mask or hair mask type products in my collection at the moment, so I don't really want to go purchasing any new ones. But overall I really do quite like this, and I wouldn't say never. More sheet mask type things. So we've got the Beauty Pro CBD oil infused sheet mask from the plant-based range, and we've got the Project Lip mask. So start with this one. I put off using this because I just, the whole CBD thing just felt like so much of a fad when this came into my life. I think I had it from a subscription box and I was just a bit dubious about it. I still don't really know a lot about it. I don't really know too much about the benefits of it. From what I understand, it's meant to be a calming ingredient, which generally speaking I don't need, but I did feel like I was in need of a bit of a refresh the other day, so I pulled this out and gave it a try. It was nice, it was quite refreshing, quite relaxing. It does have lavender in it, and I think that probably helped me to feel more relaxed than the CBD aspect did, but I don't know. The lavender scent in this wasn't too strong, it wasn't too overpowering for me. But I do like scented products, so bear that in mind if you're not a big fan. But yeah, it was a nice mask. I enjoyed using it. I probably wouldn't purchase another one just because I think these are about £5 a pop, and I'm not sure that the claims are legitimate. So I don't know if I can justify spending that kind of money on something that I'm still not 100% convinced about. As I said, it was a nice mask, and if I was to get another one in a subscription box then I would definitely use it, but it's not something that I feel like I want to go and run out and buy. And then the Project Lip mask. This was okay. It wasn't anything super special. I didn't notice anything different about this compared to other lip masks that I've tried. It was another one of these that doesn't have the slit in the lips, so there was no talking for me. And again, I used it in the morning. My son's running around, he wants attention. Trying to talk when you have one of these on and there's no gap in the middle, I just kept peeling it back and putting it back on. So as for how effective it was, I really couldn't tell you. It probably didn't stay on all that long, if I'm honest, but it felt okay, and I just patted the serum in afterwards just to rehydrate my lips. So yeah, I probably wouldn't buy another one, but it kind of served its purpose for when I was using it, but nothing that sort of stood out as being super special. Next up, we've got the bath salts from -417. So these are the Serenity Legend Hydrating Dead Sea Bath Salts. We got these in either a Glossybox or a Look Fantastic. I can't remember which one, it's so hard to keep track sometimes. And I do enjoy bath salts. I don't altogether think that they're anything better for my skin than normal bath products, but I do like to try them. Sometimes they are fragranced quite nicely and they do feel quite relaxing, but other than that I don't really notice a difference between using bath salts and a bath gel, for instance. But yeah, it was alright. I did just pour the whole lot in. I got one bath out of this and it did feel quite nice. My skin didn't feel dried out or anything when I got out of the bath, so that was nice. Would I repurchase? Probably not. Just because I'm not overly sold on the whole bath salts idea. Like I said, I like to use them. I do enjoy using them, but it's not something that I buy on a regular basis. I dabble occasionally, but I usually dabble with sort of cheaper brands than this. So that was that one. Sunscreen, and I had this for a very long time and just decided to try and use it up and get it out of the way. This is the Polar sun protection. It's very high protection. It's UVA and UVB 50+, and it's fragrance free. I really liked this sunscreen. I didn't enjoy the smell. It does smell of sunscreen, even though it says it's fragrance free. It's not fragranced in terms of you know, a nice fragrance, but it's definitely sunscreen. But in saying that, this worked very, very well. I remember last year when I used it, I went out for the day and I used it on my face. I forgot to do my neck down here, and when I got home I was bright red here, and you could see the line where I'd got to where I used this. Very effective, and it also played really well, for me at least, under makeup, so that was definitely a bonus for me. I've not got a lot left when I pick this up again this year. I should be using sunscreen all year round. I am aware of this. I'm a very naughty girl and I don't. But yeah, when I did pick this up again, I just used it. It still felt okay. I didn't notice any change in texture or fragrance. It was exactly as I remembered it. So I just used it up to get it out of the way. So that is gone. I would love to have another one of these actually. I really did like the way it worked for me. Like I said, it was very effective, worked under makeup, just ticks all those boxes for me. I think it is quite expensive. I can't remember the price of this, but I don't think I'd want to pay the price for it, but I would love to have this again. So that's that. Next we've got this from Rituals, and this is the Ritual of Holly Cream On Nourishing Body Cream. So I really like Rituals products. I've liked most of the things that I've tried. This wasn't my favourite fragrance from Rituals. My favourites so far have been the Ayurveda and the Sakura ranges, but this was alright. This is very, very floral, quite heavily so if you're not into fragrance, again, this is something you'll probably want to skip on. But moisturiser wise, I liked it. It worked for me. I would absolutely use this again if I got it, but I am more likely to buy a similar product from one of the other fragrance ranges. And then we've got a body butter from Dirty Works. So this is the You Big Softy Shea Body Butter. I had this in a set for Christmas, probably a couple of years ago. Again, quite heavily fragranced, smells quite perfumey, which it wasn't my favourite, but it was okay. The moisturiser itself was fine. It was quite moisturising. Obviously it was a body butter, so it was quite thick, but I just wore this at bedtime, slathered it all over myself, went to bed, it was fine. Don't think I would purchase another one though. It like I said, the fragrance just wasn't really for me, and there are other body butters out there that I prefer. So it wasn't terrible, it just wasn't my favourite. So that's that. And then last but not least, we've got two products from Elemis. So we've got the Pro Collagen Marine Cream, and we've got the Pro Collagen Oxygenating Night Cream. I am in love with these. I hate that I'm in love with these because these are so expensive, but I absolutely fell in love with these. I think I've had both of them from advent calendars. I think I had one in a 2019 advent calendar and one in a 2020 advent calendar. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. But I decided that seeing as I've got the two, I would just use both of them together. And I really, really like them. The texture of them is just nice. The day cream, it's moisturising, but it's not too thick, it's not greasy. It just sat on my skin really well. And the same goes for the night cream. Obviously that was a little bit thicker, it's a night cream. But again, it didn't feel greasy, it didn't feel too heavy on the skin. And my skin just really loved the moisturisation of these. I would absolutely love to have more of these. I do have some little samples. I think the day cream maybe a cleansing balm as well from the Pro Collagen range. So I'm happy that I've got those. And again, if these weren't so expensive, I would already have bought some more. But I'm hanging back a little bit. I do have a lot of moisturisers in my collection, both day and night creams, so I want to get through some of those first anyway. But yeah, I really want these again. Really want these again. And that brings us to the end of May's Empties. So now it's over to you guys. What do you think of the products that I finished this month? Is there anything here that you've tried that you've liked or that you've disliked? Maybe you've seen something that you'd like to try and you want to ask a few more questions about it. Just pop all of that in the comment section down below. I really do love to hear other people's thoughts and opinions. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button for me. It really does help me out and lets me know that you're enjoying my content. If you're not already subscribed to my channel but you think you'd like to catch up with me more often, then I'd love it if you could hit that subscribe button too. It's totally free and would help you to find me more easily in future. And with all of that being said, I really do hope everyone's well and staying safe, and I will see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.